All right, this is it. I'm gonna press go. Let's ride. It's so fun. I've dreamed about this stuff since I was a kid. I used to read like Heinlein and Asimov and Herbert.
So this is your first ever self-driving car altogether?
Yes, I've seen them. I've seen videos and stuff. I'm like, I need to get in a ride with one. My goal is by the time I'm like retirement age to be able to say, hey, take me to my brother's house. And he lives in Wyoming. I live in Washington right now. So that's like a 14-hour drive and it's super boring.
Yeah.
So it would be great if I could do that and like sleep on the way.
Yeah. Yeah, we did one of the test cases we've had for the self-driving cars. It did a road trip from Kazan to Moscow. So I forget how long exactly that was, but it was pretty much autonomously driving all day. So that was like a sort of long rural road test case. Most of our testing we do in urban areas because it's more challenging, because the car has to learn how to navigate all these different obstacles. But rural driving is actually relatively easy because it's just, going straight ahead. But yeah, you'll see on the screen here the highlighted line will show the route that the car is choosing, and then it'll show gray blocks for the other cars that the car is seeing. And then
they made it nice and easy for you guys by putting all these cones up to...
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? Saw the person up ahead?
Yeah, and the visualization will also show like the little pedestrians so you can see like one walking across. So that's how like the sensors are perceiving this person.
They're way more courteous than most cars are.
Yeah.
I mean, like your software is, which could be really bad in some cities. You'd just be stuck waiting forever because the pedestrians would never stop.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of us doing our driving. So you just have to navigate around that road obstacle. By doing our testing in cities like Moscow and Tel Aviv, which are really congested, a lot of different like two-wheeled vehicles, people jaywalking, it allows the car to learn how to navigate, these sort of most challenging road scenarios.
This is so fun. Look, Ma, no hands. So did you have to do a bunch of mapping and training for Las Vegas specifically to do this test, or?
Not necessarily. It only takes a few weeks to sort of retool the mapping and just how the car sees the world to get ready for this. Kind of another nice benefit of doing all of
Those people were jaywalking, they almost got hit.
Doing all of this different testing allows, like, the car, we've learned how to adapt the software to all these different locations around the world. So it doesn't take too much time for our engineers to prepare the car for Las Vegas.
So did you have any like information on the hardware, or do I need to talk to the other people?
I don't have any technical specifics now, as I'm just a PR person, so this isn't my forte.
You haven't learned it all yet?
Not quite.
You should just start making stuff up. It's got quad NVIDIA GPUs.
Yeah, they'll be able to answer all those questions for you.
Excellent. Australian Bee Gees.
The visualization will show the traffic lights too. So this is the car's cameras are reading the lights to know how to navigate the road.
That's funny because I've seen some of the videos of like some of the early, test training stuff that companies have done where it's like, basically constant interference from the human to like, oh crap, don't go there,
Yeah.
So it's come a long way in just a few years.
Yeah. Just this year we hit, now I believe we've done 1.75 million autonomous miles. So basically, the more testing and driving we've done, the better the cars get at learning how to drive in the world.
Can these vehicles reverse and stuff, or do they just stay and drive?
I
mean,
I think so, yeah, because I'd have to double check. Because when the demo finishes, it does reverse into the space, but I don't know if that's done autonomously or if they're doing it. So we have to ask the engineer.
Can it parallel park?
I'm also not sure of that. Because as you can imagine, in Las Vegas, there's not too many.
Yeah.
There's not too many requirements for it, but I don't know if they've tried doing that in Tel Aviv and Moscow, because it would be more required there.
How's it handle like inclement weather? Snow and rain and such?
Pretty good. We've done testing in Moscow in the winter, so we've tested in the streets of Moscow after there's been heavy snowfall, and it's handled those conditions well. We've conversely done testing in Tel Aviv when it's been like over 100 degrees and really humid, so we get a lot of rain as well in our testing sites in Russia, so it gets a lot of different mixes of different climates, and it's been handling that so far. No issues as of yet.
Do you have like a flashing blue light going on the top, or does it?
When it's like right now?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so, because it's just on top is the LiDAR, and it doesn't show anything because it's using light to see the world.
Oh, I thought there was like a blue light up there that would kind of light up to kind of warn people, but no.
No.
You need like a little police siren, blow horn, out of my way, self-driving vehicle.
You can hear the cooling fan in the back.
Yeah. In the winter, you don't have to turn on the heat in the car.
Right.
That's part of why I want to know what sort of hardware is back there. And like, GPUs can certainly chew down a lot of power and put out a lot of heat if they're being used.
Yeah.
This is a really long line. Gonna have to trim down my video at some point. Play like this Three Stooges theme song.
It's kind of, I mean, this is like the perfect use case for self-driving cars when you just get stuck in traffic and you're not doing anything.
Well, I've talked to people like who have like a Tesla. And they're just like, yeah, you know, I don't really feel bad when I turn on the autopilot thing to actually answer a text on the freeway anymore. Like technically not legal, but
Right.
does it detect speed limits and such, or is that coded in, or how's that work?
I believe we code that in the mapping process. So we've told the car like this stretch is whatever the speed limit is here and whatever it is for the other streets we use.
Yeah, I want to get on the freeway and see this thing do 80.
I'm not sure. You'd have to ask them if they've done any testing on the freeway.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Arizona, or not Arizona, I know Nevada has 80 mile an hour speed limits, which when you're driving, you're like, holy cow, this is really fast.
Yeah, a lot of these highways out west, and it's just a straight line, really high speed limits. It takes a lot of time to get used to.
Yeah. Well, and obviously you don't get much in the way of snow or rain fouling up the roads here either, so.
Yeah.
good timing on the light on this one. It's like this car, the software drives like you're supposed to drive in driver's ed, where it's like, oh no, you're supposed to give yourself 1 car length for every 10 miles an hour. I'm like, no one does that.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of self-driving cars is their programs always follow the rules.
Yeah. I've often thought like the time when self-driving cars and autonomous vehicles really take off is where they're proven safer and you get regulations so that everyone kind of gets forced into using an autonomous vehicle, and then you'll probably have less idiot drivers to deal with that way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's probably the hardest thing to correct for is bad drivers doing things that are unexpected.
Right. Yeah. Just in general, preparing the cars for unpredictable behavior.
Yeah. Like I'd love to, not that I want to be the person in the car when it happens, but like if you're on a freeway with one of these self-driving cars and someone starts merging into you,
Yeah.
like how good does it react and what happens?
I believe there's been a few situations like that. People cutting the car off and it responds and stops. And I mean, we had those people who were using the crosswalk when it said to stop.
Yeah, they got a lot closer than I would have been hitting my brake. I would have been like, beep beep. I wonder if I'm supposed to edit out any license plates if I post this anywhere.
I'm not sure what the regulations are on that.
I don't know either. Just be careful. Less regulations in Russia to worry about with trying to test this stuff? I mean, I have no idea what the political environment really is over there, so.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of like, well, in the U.S., like every state has different regulations. Nevada and Arizona, for example, are fairly forgiving, so that's why so many companies test here in the good climate.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what. I mean, we've had a good. I believe a good regulatory relationship with the Russian authorities so far in our testing in Moscow, and our robo-taxi service near Kazan. So we haven't run into any regulatory issues so far.
Where we're going. We're almost home. This is a fully electric vehicle, or is this a hybrid?
No, it's a hybrid, 'cause it's just a normal Toyota Prius that the team has retrofitted with the self-driving technology. And then we are also starting to develop self-driving Hyundai Sonatas. In June, we'll go to the Detroit Auto Show and do this for visitors to the auto show in downtown Detroit. So there we'll be using, I believe, these cars as well as a fleet of 10 Hyundai Sonatas that we'll be developing.
Are those fully electrical, or are those?
I think those are just
or are they full gas?
naturally, yeah, just conventional.
I'm not much of a car person, so like I drive a minivan and a 15-year-old Honda Civic.
Yeah, I believe the whole fleet is right now. Well, not the whole fleet. Most of the fleet right now is Priuses of this model. We're starting to add the Sonatas now.
Doesn't show the walking dog on your. It's probably getting a little confused. There's a little thing back there. There's the Hard Rock Hotel. Whoa. Is that a legal U-turn over there? Nope. The car just flipped a U-turn and I was like,
So now you know where you need to send your video.
yeah. Didn't get his license plate. Can't send it to the police. Oh, actually, maybe it was a cop that flipped the U-turn to pull someone over. Would that guy be so trusting if he knew this was fully autonomous? That's what I want to know. Do you have any idea? And we're back.
All right. Woo. So we'll get out of here and you can talk to Dima, who's the head of our self-driving program.
Excellent. I'll stop my video. 17 minutes, 30 seconds. I survived.